Okay, check. The diva. Should I leave this pillow here? Why not? What's wrong with an accoutrement? An accoutrement. Hey you guys. Let me get this fruit roll-up paper out of my hand. Hi, Fatty. Remember that Demi Lovato? Hi, Fatty. And she just smiles because then she realizes what she said. Hey everybody, my name is Kobe, but baby, Koblizzy is the name of the game. I am so excited to be back for episode 65. Let me take the viewfinder off. I can see myself. So all I'm looking at is me. I'm so excited to be back for episode 65 of this podcast. Like when I started it in the summer of 2022, I had no idea how long I was going to write it out. I am not, this sounds, well, I'm just going to be candid. It's my podcast. I'm not the type of person to commit to things like this a lot, like making something. Like I've made YouTube videos at one point in my life. I had a craft business at one point. I did gymnastics at one point. I did Boy Scouts. I played sports. I did everything at one point. But the only things I've ever stuck with are like performing and singing and songwriting. And I love to talk and to entertain. And yeah, a podcast is just it's a good kind of medium for me to be and talk and, cultivate, quote unquote content. I really don't like that terminology that we use nowadays, but alas, we use it. Anyway, I'm just happy to be still doing this podcast. I'm happy to be making it again after my break. After Sweet Muggsy's passing. Actually, something really cool that happened. I just got back from Boston. My flight literally was at 9 p.m. last night at the Boston Logan Airport. I got into Hartsfield Jackson in College Park at midnight, like almost exactly. Like we were sitting on the runway and I texted my friends at midnight. I saw that this morning. It was 12 a.m. 00. And so I got to my car probably 12:16, 12. I think it's 12:16. I kept looking at the clock, or looking at my phone rather. Anyway, so I drove myself to the airport for this trip. I was only in Boston for the weekend. I flew there on Friday afternoon. Actually no, kind of early Friday afternoon. I drove there in the morning at like 10 a.m. My flight was at 1, but you get there 2 hours early. I allow an hour to get there, because of traffic. And so I parked off location. Like if you park off the airport, you can get in this little train that takes you to the airport, and then you like check in at the airport, and then you get on another train that takes you to the gate. Atlanta, the airport's stupid big, and honestly the setup's not like amazing. It is complicated though, but because I fly out, I've probably flown like a dozen times at least this year, maybe like 14 times, 15 times. So and it's out of Atlanta every single time, so I'm really getting used to flying out of there. And I would always fly out of there to go back and forth to Boston for college, but this was the first time I've been back to Boston since I left Boston after college. I visited 2 times, not including this time. I went one time a couple of months after I left in 2022 in April, and I moved out of my apartment. And then I went another time to visit last year in February 2023, and I haven't been back since. So it's been like, a year and a couple of months. And so going this weekend, I was there for an event for my blood disorder. I've mentioned it a couple of times in the past couple of episodes because I've been doing a lot of stuff for them recently, but I have a blood disorder called hereditary angioedema. Hereditary implies it's genetic, and in my case it is. Some people, get it without having any other family members, but that's another story. Anyway, so I was in Boston there because they do these like in motion events, which is basically like a 5K walk, run, whatever. This one, it was at the Franklin Zoo in South Boston. The event was, so I was staying like in South Boston, like a little north of Dorchester, just a little north of Dorchester, if you know Massachusetts. Anyway, so when I was Ubering to Back Bay, which is where I lived when I went to college and where I went to school, like where my classes were, it was like a 15, 20-minute ride. It was only like 4 or 5 miles, but Boston was nuts this weekend. The traffic was crazy. The airport was nuts. It was wild. But anyway, I got in last night kind of late. The flight, I don't know what. I posted about this on my like close friends thing on Instagram. I don't understand people who smell really really bad loudly, like very loud, like it's a very potent loud bad smell. I don't understand this because it makes me question, can you smell like, do you have nose deafness? Like, what is it when you can't smell? What's the problem? Because on my way to Boston, I was sitting on the aisle, and there was an old man, sitting in the center, and he smelled like hell in a handbasket. I texted my mom and I said, "It smells like a hell in an open casket next to me on this airplane." He kept doing these. And I was like, "Can you stop blowing your stank all over me, dog?" I'm sorry, I didn't mean to I peaked the mic. He was making me upset. But that was on the way there. And then last night, I was sitting in the exit row, so I had a lot of room, but I was on the window. So it wasn't like I could lean into the aisle to get a whiff of fresh air. When he was doing that, I was on the window, so there was nowhere to go. And the lady next to me smelled like a middle school boy after the pacer, the facer fitness. The pacer fitness exam, da 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 da. You know what I'm talking about? That presidential pacer fucking run thing we did in middle school. That's what the hell she smelled like. A fucking funky ass little boy. This grown ass lady smelled like hell. And they were interior designers, her and her husband. He probably stank too. That's why it smelled so goddamn bad. Like hell, y'all, hell. And 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 they were interior designing something on they had like an iPad, and they were like making like shit. I can tell, I know what it looks like. It was like a graph and like the room. It was like a house diagram from like above, bird's eye view. But smelled like baby. I was like, can you go take a bird's bath? It was a bird's eye view of the house. Can you take a bird bath? I have some baby wipes in my backpack. Can you go take a bird bath? You smell like ass. I could write a rap about how fucking bad she smelled. Nasty. I don't like that. That's one thing I'm really big on, is smells. And that actually like kind of segues me to stuff. I haven't talked about the song of the week yet, but I turned 22 on Wednesday, and obviously I posted an episode on Tuesday that I filmed on Monday. So I haven't talked to you since my birthday. So I'm 22 now. You guys, I'm literally going to walk and talk. I have to grab something that I want to show you. So I'm 22 now, and it's kind of crazy to me. I'm like, if you're watching the video, you can't see anything, but you can hear me. So just listen. Ow, I just hit my head on the chair. Because I am like, I don't know. I'm kind of weird about aging. Mariah Carey has this thing where she calls her birthdays anniversaries, because she like doesn't like to acknowledge the number age. And now that I'm 22, it's like when you turn 21, it's like a big deal, and it's like something to talk about. It's notable. But I feel like, let me talk to you really fast, because then I have to grab something and I can't take the mic that far. I don't know. I feel like now that it's like there's no more big milestones that like really, I mean, in 25 you can rent a car and go to the hotel and book a room yourself, but like there's no more like big age things. And I just feel like the reality of life kind of sets in, that you only have like one life to live. You have to make the most of it. But anyway, I'm going to talk to you about my birthday, and I'm going to tell you some more about Boston and talk to you about some movies and stuff. But I have to go get some fragrances that I want to show you, speaking of those funky bitches. But give me one sec. I'm like fucking Steve Urkel, dog. I'm back. It took me a minute to find it. You're not going to know that because I'll cut it in post. But damn, I could not find this fucking spray bottle. And I dropped that shit again. Damn, Steve Urkel. It's crazy. Anyway, so there's this place. Oh my god. And then the fucking microphone just fell on the ground. It's dynamic, so like they're a little more durable. Unlike the cardioids, but it's like, fuck. Can you be responsible, please? Jesus. Oh my god, I hate myself. I'm fucking thirsty from looking for that shit. Okay. I have to check this shot. Damn, I'll have to edit this shit. I usually don't edit them because I fucking can keep it together for at least act like it a few minutes. So, there's this place in Vinings, Georgia, like in Cobb County still, but pretty much closer to the city, called the Oil Bar. There was one in Savannah. That's where I went to it the first time. I need to like. I went there the first time in Savannah. It was in the Oglethorpe Mall, I think, and I think, because I'm pretty sure the other mall is like the Savannah Mall is like it's kind of creepy. And it was when I was kind of living at my friend Georgia's house for like 3 weeks because we were doing a musical, Kiss Me Kate, and we were actually playing. I was Bill and she was Bianca, but Bianca for the sake of that song. And I was staying at her house. We've been friends forever, and we went to this, the place in the mall called the Oil Bar, and I got these fragrances from there, but it's closed down. That one's not there anymore. I like to layer them. If you're watching the video, I'm putting a bunch of... Oh, sorry, didn't mean to hit the mic. Oop, did it again. Steve Urkel, just call me Steve Urkel. Did I do that? Anyway, I'm like, what's this one? I'm going to tell you what scents they are in a second. Oh my god, it's so good. Okay, so there's 3 little travel size roller balls. Me and my mom went to this place on my birthday. I love it so much. So what I was saying is the one in the Oglethorpe Mall is closed, but there's still one in Vinings, and it's by the Cumberland Mall, but not in the mall, in Vinings. And I said that already. Vinings. Anyway, so this one is Gucci Guilty. What this place is, if you don't know what I'm talking about, it's they have like oil, potent, like very strong oil dupes of popular fragrances, and then you can mix and match whatever you want together, and you can get them in roller balls or in spray bottles or like lotions or whatever. They have all kinds of stuff, but I always get the roller balls and the sprays. So this one is a Gucci Guilty dupe and a David Offerman Cool Water. It's kind of like a masculine summer smell, very beachy. I'd wear it if I was at the beach. Very kind of cool water, but it's like a cooler smell. I don't like super like Axe, not Axe. I know what it's called. It's Axe, but I don't want like Axe body spray smell. Like if it's too Axe, I'm not in. This is Yves Saint Laurent La Homme Bleu. La Homme. How do you say that? La Homme. I don't speak this language. It's blue. And Jean-Paul Gaultier, Type M. I don't know what that means. It doesn't sound like the name of the fragrance. And then this... Oh, where's the other? There's another one. Oh, it's back here. This one is DKNY Cashmere and Armani Code. So those are the 3 roller balls. Love these. Honestly, this place, it doesn't seem like it gets that much business, which makes me nervous because I really don't want us to close down. Because, like, I wear C'est Noir by Beyonce, but other than that, these are my fragrances. I haven't bought, like, a real perfume. The last real perfume I bought was Legacy by, who does Legacy? I don't remember. It's not Dior. Girl, I can't even remember who made the perfume. But it was in like 2021. Legacy Cologne. Who makes Legacy? Like, why is it not coming up? It's literally the name of the fragrance. You guys, I feel like... Anyway, if you know Male Cologne's Legacy, that's the name of the fragrance. I don't remember what brand it is, but it's a brand that everybody knows that I can't remember. But before that, I wore like Gucci Bloom, which smells like roses. I don't really like sweet smells like that anymore. So these are all very like nice, summer kind of smells. This is a coconut oil dry spray. dry oil mist. I've actually never got this before. They were out of like the fragrance mist that I usually get. That's one that you can like spray on you and your clothes. This coconut oil one's like more for your skin. I'm probably getting this chair oily actually. It's Christian Dior Fahrenheit and Creed Himalaya. Um, so yeah, love these. The ingredients in this is coconut oil, sugar, polish, shea butter, and the dry mist, sunflower seed oil, calendula extract. That's a flower. Marula oil. Very moisturizing. Honestly, smells so good. It lasts a long time. I was so sad I couldn't take that with me to Boston. It's like 5 ounces, and I was not going to risk them taking it from me at TSA. But I did take all of these. They smell delicious. But the labels drive me nuts because like they're oils, so like the labels rub off. Um, but anyway, love those. So we did that on my birthday, and then also on my birthday, my new thing is photo albums. A couple of weeks ago, before I visited Boston, I visited my hometown in Indiana, and I'm sitting here like, why can't I hear myself? I never plugged my headphones back in. I visited my hometown in Indiana, and when I was there, I kept trying to get these photo albums. I made my grandma. Is my gain too high? I hope I wasn't peaking the mic the whole time, that I didn't have this plugged in. But anyway, I made my grandma a photo album, actually, in a photo album just like this. These are just from Walgreens, because that's where I printed the photos, and I was trying to find her an album, like, in a pinch, and I don't know my way around my hometown in Indiana, because I only lived there until I was, like, 7, and this was my first time, like, literally ever driving a car there by myself. Actually, ever driving there at all, and I was alone. So, anyway, I just didn't know where to get a photo album. So I got it at Walgreens, and I made her a photo album of, like, photos in these, because she's 86 years old, I think. And there's a lot of like pictures over the past couple of years that she hasn't seen just because of like her lack of social media, but I've been photographed a lot over the past couple of years. So I wanted to like include some of my modeling portfolio and like film photos and like pictures from my friends, even like my prom from like sophomore or junior year. It was sophomore year actually. She never saw those pictures. I know that sounds horrible, but it's just like you forget people don't see things on social media, and you live so far away, and I never mailed the pictures, so I just wanted to give her all of those, and it really inspired me. I loved making the photo album, and so excuse me, sorry, that is so gross, but I'm being real. I made a photo album, so I made this big one first. So these little ones right here are like the extra photos, because I printed like 275 photos, but this one holds 200, and it's just like there's so much. I don't know if you like, it's probably gonna glare so bad, but I just wanted to talk about like the idea. Like, I have a photo with Lizzie McAlpine in here, me and Tash from college, my friend Lizzie McAlpine. There's like so many people I don't even talk to anymore in here, but I just wanted to like memorialize like life and memories. We own our memories. All of the moments that we live are ours. And looking at these photos, these are all film photos, by the way. I have like I have like almost 500 like film photos that I've acquired from using film rolls over the years and like developing them. And so I've never printed them out. I get them scanned, and then I don't keep the negatives, and I don't print them. I just keep them like on my computer and in my camera roll. I'll post them on socials. I've used them for album covers and the podcast cover as a film photo. Everything's film. But I've never printed them, and so I wanted to do that. I've been wanting to do it for a while, and so that's what these are. All these photos are exclusively film. So it's like, it's my time at Boston, in college. I mean, spring breaks. They're also like all mixed up. But it's just like so many special moments. My JanSport ad, I used a whole roll of film when we were doing that JanSport summer campaign. That was like my first real big like modeling job. And there's so many of those photos in here. So much of early college life. I started doing film in 2021. So it only goes back that far, but it goes, the whole time. Like my new songs, Star and T, were shot on film. All the photo set for those, and so those pictures are in here too. Pictures from Pride, all these special moments, and I just really love this tangible aspect. I think the digital age. I talk about this a lot, like when it comes to like streaming services, like, outselling, CDs and physical media. Even though vinyls are popular, they're not like outselling streaming services by any means. And it just feels like nobody owns anything anymore. Our pictures are in a cloud. It's like, what if that cloud disappeared one day? What would you do? Do you have a photo album? you know? So I just love the idea, specifically of putting film in a photo album, because that's the way it originally would have been done. Everybody had their disposable cameras back in the day, and they'd print them out and they'd put them in photo albums. So I just wanted to do the film photos as they should be done. So I'm like, it's just a really, like, this is one of the pages from the photo set for Star and T. If it focuses, I don't know if it does. Sorry, video. But a lot of these pictures I've posted online already, so I just wanted to talk about the concept of the photo albums. I loved it. I made this on my birthday, like I said. We were watching the Rocky Horror Picture Show, because, oh my god, dun da da da, I'm going to be playing Frankenfurter. I'm playing Frankenfurter this Halloween, which is so exciting. More details on that later. But I actually won't be able to go to that. Remember I told you, I went to Taylor Swift in April of 2023 on the 28th. Do you really want to know where I was? April 28th. It's not the lyric if you know the song. Anyway, so what was I saying? Oh, I saw Taylor in April, and I was gonna go again with much better seats. My friend Lindsay, bought 4 floor seats this time. But now I'm doing the show and I won't be able to go because the show's gonna be during Tech Week. But I'm gonna be playing Frank. But anyway, so I made these little. Why did I say that? What was it? Why was I talking about October? I don't know. I guess I just wanted to tell you that. But anyway, these little photo albums, I had these out because, like, this, as I said, it's like the one that inspired me to make more. Because these are the ones I used for my grandma. They'll hold like 30 pictures. The bigger ones, that big one holds like 200. I have some other ones that hold like, I don't know, maybe like 100. But yeah, my new favorite thing. So I love film. And I'm excited to play Frank. Oh, I was saying that because I can't go to the Taylor Swift concert, I guess. That's why I said that about Frank. I don't know, I'm ADHD. ADHD. I love that Renee Rapp video. She is so silly. Speaking of that, Renee Rapp, Chaperone, all those girls really ate Gov Ball. SZA looked like she did great too. I love Chaperone. She's really doing it. She's really, really doing it. I love interesting artists. That's why I love Doja Cat at first so much, because she is so interesting. I love when you can't predict somebody. Doja Cat, on the other hand, sometimes she's a little mean. But Chaperone, she's a diva. I love how inspired by drag she is. She's a cool girl. She's a really, really cool girl. So yeah, back to Boston. I really, really enjoyed my time in Boston this weekend. Like I said, I was there for the HAE in Motion event, but I got to spend a lot of time with my friend Bella, and we got to like walk around. I got to see like my old stomping ground. I got to see both dorm buildings that I lived in college, and I got to see my apartment that I lived in college. Those were the 3 places that I lived when I was in Boston. I got to walk on all the same streets and buy food, falafel from the same Shaw's, and ice cream from the same JP Licks, coffee from the same Pavement. It was just it was nice to visit. But if I hadn't dropped out of school, this is the year I would have graduated, this past May, and a month ago. And it was weird because like now that it's summertime, none of them are there anymore. They graduated, so there's like they're not staying over the summer to do summer classes, most of them, because they've like done it. So that was interesting for like really nobody to be there. I mean, me and Bella hung out the whole time, but it was kind of like a ghost town as far as like people that I know now that my class is gone. And honestly, it was kind of a blessing that this HAE event like happened when it did, because I was able to realize that the Boston that I miss really is no longer. And so while I miss it, those memories are mine and I can cherish those memories. But there's no reason to like feel like I'm missing something, because it's not there. It's not there anymore. So that was just like it wasn't a sad, it was like a peaceful realization. I was like, okay, like I don't know when I'll visit Boston next. Bella lives there until September, but like I won't be able to get back up there before September. I'm going to Pride in 2 weeks. I'm going to see Bella again in 2 weeks. And then in July, I have like two trips planned. I have a trip planned in August. And I might be doing something. So my point is like by the time September rolls around, when I could actually visit, that's she's already gone. So yeah, it's just it's interesting to visit places that you used to know. That's all. And I loved my weekend there. What I didn't love was yesterday. Bella, originally, I had a really late flight last night, like I said. Originally, me and Bella were going to hang out all day, but then she was actually going home to New York for a couple of weeks and for Pride, which is in 2 weeks, like I said. And so her train was way earlier than I thought it was going to be, and my flight was later to account for like hanging out. And so I had to like busy myself. And right around the corner from my hotel in South Boston, there was like a little strip that had a Chipotle, which I ate at 2 times, 2 days in a row. And there was an AMC right next door. And so I did a double feature at AMC yesterday. And I saw Challengers for the third time. And I saw Inside Out 2 for the first time. And it was lovely. I posted about this on my story too. It was really those both Challengers is really a great movie. It really stands the test of time. I'm somebody who's been a fan of Zendaya since her Disney Channel days. I like really looked up to her specifically. Like I really loved Zendaya. And back then I'd called it a crush, but I think I just wanted to be her. And I am so happy that the very first movie that she is the leading woman of, like singularly, that's the word. Singularly is what I said. Singularly, she's the leading lady, the leading actor. And it's so, I'm so proud and excited that it's such a fantastic movie. I love Challengers and I love Zendaya, and Josh is amazing. Mike is amazing. Thank God, and God bless you, Luca Guadagnino. I would give you 3 forehead kisses if I saw you. You are so like masterful. Watching that movie again and again, I noticed something more each time. In a movie that layered with so many teeth, so many motifs, so many callbacks, so many theme like recurring theme moments. There's so many replicating moments. Spitting gum out happens multiple times in a hand, somebody else's but different people. This like falling over and hugging thing after a match, just things happen over and over again in the movie. And I love the way that both boys adore her knee that is or not adore but like worship rather, kind of, her knee that was injured. It's just so, the movie is so well done. It's so thorough. The fact that their names are Art, Tashi, Patrick, and the tennis association is ATP. It's just really like, it's everything. It's everything. It's everything. I love Challengers. Inside Out too. Very different movie, but it was very good. It made me like teary at the end. It was really sweet. Children's movies, specifically the Inside Out franchise, have such a light hand with explaining and making you feel and understand and realize life themes, but emphasis on feel. They make you feel these life themes, and I really just I enjoyed that viewing experience. I saw Challengers at 12. It's like 2 hours and 11 minutes exactly. I account for 20 to 25 minutes of previews because I go to AMC a lot. So I booked my other movie at 2:45, and I was exactly right. I had 10 minutes to go outside and sit in the sun, and then I went right back in for Inside Out. And Inside Out was full at 2:45 of families with kids, all kinds of people, just couples, grown couples, all kinds of people love Inside Out, and I get it. Wow, Inside Out 2 was so good. I'm not going to spoil anything about that one. Challengers, on the other hand, has been out for a while, so I didn't mind talking about it. Really, if you want to see my feelings about movies, you can follow me on Letterboxd at Kobe Warner. I've been writing more reviews recently. At first, I just was like starring them and saying I watched them, but I've been like writing reviews now. It's more fun. So I love watching movies. I love going to the movie theater. And I love AMC has an A-list thing. You see 3 free movies a week. They really should give me a brand deal. I talk about it so much. Something else I'm loving, I was going to go get them, but I guess I'll just sit here. I don't feel like, doing that whole rigmarole again. Reese's has a plant-based Reese's now. Like Reese's cups, they make little small bite-sized ones and like bigger, like regular-sized ones. They are so delicious. Hershey's also has like a chocolate. Why is my laptop dying? What the hell? So now I have to get up. So I guess I have to get a Reese's. Anyway, I'm like, they're so good. The Hershey's plant-based chocolate's like fine, but the Reese's plant-based Reese's are like so delicious. Honestly, you guys, I like summer, but I don't like summer because like there's bugs, and sometimes they get in the house, and then I have to like get them, and it makes me want to like die. So how's that sound? I don't like it. I don't like bugs. Oh my god, so many cords. Cord overload. I'm tangled. So I need to plug my headphones back in this time so I can hear. Yeah, you guys. So like I said, I was just so busy the past couple of weeks. I didn't go to the movie theater that much. I wasn't really in the mood. But I was going all the time there for a while. And so yeah, sorry if you couldn't hear me. The mic was kind of far away from my mouth for a second. Um, anyway, yeah, I'm gonna get back to going into the movies. I love going there. I want to see The Watchers. I haven't seen that yet. I liked the new The Strangers, the new one with Madeline Petch from Riverdale that played Cheryl Blossom. It was really good. So that was great. Oh, sorry. sorry. Peek the mic. Yeah, anyway, Madeline Petch was good. Sorry, I had to sit down and like plug shit in. Um yeah, so that was great. I saw Furiosa. I like that. I don't know anything about Mad Max, but I enjoyed it. It was a fun viewing experience in the Dolby Atmos. So those are the movies that I saw when I was burning time for my late flight yesterday. Oh my god. Well, how about after the movies get over? Inside Out 2 was great. Then I get up, I walk back around. The hotel was walking distance from AMC. So I go back to AMC and I get my luggage from the bellhop. And I sit down and I wait for about an hour. And then I call an Uber when it was like cheaper because of the surge pricing. It goes up and down. And so we get on the way to the airport, and the summer tunnel was closed in Boston, so there was like horrible traffic, and I didn't know this was gonna happen. And so I ended up being in the Uber for like an hour instead of like 20 minutes, and that was kind of crazy. It was a good thing I had so much time actually in the end, even after doing a double feature and seeing a 2 hour and 15-minute movie and an hour and a half movie with the 30-minute previews each time and a couple of minutes in between and getting lunch and walking back to the hotel and waiting an hour. Even with all of that and then the Uber being an hour, I still got to the airport 2.5 hours before my flight. But because of that, I got to the gate super early and through security really fast. So when I got to the gate, whenever I go on these trips, the flights aren't booked. They're booked through a travel company. And so sometimes you won't get a seat assignment and you'll have to go up to the gate and ask for one. And when you do that, sometimes if you get there early and ask, they'll give you a good seat. And so I got an exit row seat, like I mentioned. That's why I got that seat. But then I was by the stinky lady, so I would have rather been in a shitty seat if the people smelled good, to be honest. To be honest. What was that noise? I think something's loose on this microphone. Uh-oh. I dropped it. Maybe I knocked something loose. I'm gonna have to look after this. Um, anyway, so yeah, I really just had a good time in Boston. It was what it was. Now I want to talk about some music. The Uber driver was getting so mad about that summer tunnel being closed, though. He was like yelling and stuff. It was funny, but like he didn't speak any English really. So when the police officers were trying to tell him the detour, he wasn't understanding, and so he was supposed to take 1A north and then like make a U-turn, and instead what am I looking for? Music. Instead he took 1A south, and then like went all the way around. It took so much longer. That's why I was in the car an hour. It made me had to pay like $15 more on the Uber. I like to think he didn't do it on purpose to make the rate go up. I'm gonna give him some credit. So recently I used to listen to Yuck all the time by Charlie XCX, but since her new album just came out recently, I was listening to Yuck again. It's such a fun song. Just a side note. Normani's new album came out. I'm gonna have to, it may be a sleeper hit for me. Like I don't love the whole thing as much as I thought I was going to, but I really love Insomnia and All Yours. And, so those are the ones I really like right now. I'll listen to it more. I really love the Braxton's cover of The Boss by Diana Ross. I think I said that last week. So yeah, My Songs Star and T came out. Ariana Grande announced that there's going to be a remix of The Boy Is Mine featuring Brandy and Monica. That's crazy and cunt, and I'm very excited. So that's going to be amazing, hopefully, because they were just featured in the video. I love that they're being featured now in a song. Ariana really knows how to pay homage to the legends like Mariah Carey and Brandy and Monica and so forth. Patty and Celine and, Kristen, Chenoweth, everybody. Ariana really is good at that. She is. So what else have I been listening to? I like Brat. Back to Back is my favorite song. Bella played that one. I was like, yeah, that's good. I haven't really listened to the whole thing, like, more than once. I was tried on the plane yesterday and I kind of got tired of it. Did I say I love Don't Play That Song by Aretha Franklin last week? Really loving that. Still loving Please, Please, Please. Sabrina Carpenter ate that. Yeah, so those are the songs I'm listening to, you guys. I'm just chilling, honestly. Oh my God, I forgot to talk about my shirt. What does it say? Living my truth. And Patrick Star is like hairy. His armpits are like unruly, hairy. He has chest hair and belly hair. And there's like a drink. I'm gonna call it an alcoholic beverage next to him. And he has a cheeseburger, and he's living his truth. My mom put this in like a basket of stuff that she gave me on my birthday. I thought it was so funny. Anyway, so I'm wearing these cute little cross earrings today. I kind of look like a fuck boy. Oh my God, these headphones are making my ears hurt actually with these earrings in. But anyway, let me back it up a little bit. Ow. Yeah, so I'm chilling today because I slept well, but I got home at like 1:15, and I probably went to sleep at like 2:30, maybe 2:15. I don't know. I don't remember falling asleep really. And then I woke up at like 7 o'clock. I was like, bitch, go back to sleep. So I tried, but I didn't, maybe for like an hour. So I'm like, I'm still kind of tired, but I have to film the koblizzy, baby. We gotta tape the show. We gotta roll out the koblizzy. Got to get back on track. Now that we're started again, we're started. Once we're on, we're on. Once we're up. Cause we reign supreme, baby. Every time I arrive. What did I say in that song? Every time I step onto the scene, something about I raise the bar. These bitches would know I reign supreme. Why do I not know the words to my own songs? That just came out. I'm so funny. Anyway, so my website, you can I talk about it all the time now, but it's like koblizzy.com is cute. Go check it out. My portfolio is very updated there, as well as the photo set for Star and Games. My music's available for purchase. You can see all the places you can stream it, and then there's a little section for the podcast. But obviously, you already know how to find me there. I also recently just updated my link tree last week, so you can go look at it if you want to. It's cute. But that's basically the hub for all things Koblizzy outside of koblizzy.com. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you're not listening to this on YouTube, you can even still go to YouTube if you want, if you're really feeling like you want to give me a belated birthday present. And subscribe on YouTube. I appreciate that more than an Instagram follow, honestly. Please check out the channel. I'm going to post some more vlogs soon. I posted a vlog when we went to Renee Rapp, Lindsay and I, and it was really cute. So I'm going to post another one. I've been filming a lot of stuff on my little Canon G7X. So yeah, this was this week. I just wanted to kind of update you on what was going on about this trip that I went on, about those movies that I've been watching, how much I love Letterboxd. What's the tea, honeybee? People stinking. The flight attendant last night was so nice, though. He gave me a whole extra can of ginger ale. I really appreciated that. He was sitting, the exit row was so big that there was a flight attendant seat, so he was sitting right in front of me. So we were just having a little chat, and it was an Atlanta-based cruise, so we knew what each other was talking about, So yeah, we were just talking about why I was in Boston or whatever. He was super sweet. Had a good time talking to him. Did not have a good time sitting next to that stinky lady. I did not enjoy that. But I did enjoy filming this episode of Koblizzy and talking to you guys. That was lovely. I'll see you next time, you guys. There's more to come. Next week's gonna be a fun episode. I think. Is it next week? A week from today. I'm taping this on Monday the 17th, so tomorrow's the 18th. That's the 22nd. And then a week after that's the 29th. No, it's not next week. The week after next is a fun episode, but I'm not going to tell you what yet. Yeah, you guys. So that was episode 65. I love you so much. And like I said, go to koblizzy.com. Follow me on Instagram and TikTok at koblizzy. check out my link tree if you want to. Linktree/koblizzy. That's me. What about you? This mic does have something radly in it. I'm gonna check out. Check out what I broke when I dropped it on the ground that hard a few minutes ago. Like I said, thanks for being here. I'm 22 years old now. Getting old. Feeling geriatric in the head, but the body still is right. The face is right and the waist is tight, honey. So I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.